For 3 years, I've loved Ethan from the shadows. Every morning, I'd see him at our local coffee shop, his head buried in a book, a slight frown of concentration on his face. I memorized the way his eyes would light up when he talked about his passion for architecture, the way he'd run a hand through his hair when he was deep in thought. To him, I was just the girl who always sat in the corner, the quiet observer. My heart would race every time our eyes met for a fleeting second, but I'd quickly look away, too shy to hold his gaze. My friends told me to just talk to him, but how could I? He was like the sun, and I was just a satellite, content to orbit in his warmth without ever getting too close. I painted him. I wrote poems about him. I filled my world with a version of him that only I knew. One rainy afternoon, the coffee shop was unusually crowded. The only empty seat was at my small corner table. I held my breath as Ethan walked over, his familiar smile making my stomach do a somersault impression. "Is this seat taken?" he asked, his voice even warmer than I'd imagined. I just shook my head, unable to find my voice. He sat down, and for a moment, we were silent, the only sound being the rain tapping against the window. Then, he looked at my sketchbook, which was open to a drawing of the very building he was designing for a city project. Something D talked about in an online interview I'd watched a dozen times. "You're an artist," he said, his eyes scanning the details, "and you have incredible taste in architecture." That was the beginning. We talked for hours, about art, about dreams, about the little coffee shop that had unknowingly been our meeting place for years. He confessed he'd noticed me too, the mysterious girl with the soulful eyes and a sketchbook. He said he was always too intimidated to approach me, thinking I was in my own world. It turned out, while I was loving him in the shadows, his light was trying to find me all along. We left the coffee shop together that day, hand in hand, walking into the rain. No longer strangers in the same room, but two souls who had finally found their way to each other. Sometimes, the love you think is one-sided is just waiting for the right moment to show you it has been there all along. Thanks for watching our story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more noble hearts.